Okay? Let me paint the picture for you. According to, if I'm not mistaken, I got this from Huffington Post. Yeah, this is Huffington Post, okay? Normandy, Missouri, authorities say an 18-year-old died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound early Thursday after exchanging gunfire with officers in the St. Louis suburb of Normandy. St. Louis County Police Department said in a statement Thursday that Amonderez P. Green of Florissant, Missouri, shot himself under the chin Wednesday after being confronted by police officers from Normandy and nearby Ferguson. The department, which is assisting Normandy Police with the investigation, said police were contacted by Green's family. Okay? The family called the police to come get this young man. That's important that we point that out. And I have said countless times, honestly guys, I've made 3, 4, 5, I've made several videos over the last 18 months that tell people explicitly, don't call cops. Don't call cops on loved ones. Not unless it's a life-threatening situation. Okay? Because when an officer comes to the scene, they're thinking about protecting their safety, the safety of the people around, but they're thinking about their safety as well. That's the first thing they're thinking. Like, is this person, you're calling me because this is an emergency situation. All right? I tell people, I keep telling them, don't do it. But it turns out they called the police because of an emergency life or death situation. All right? The life and death situation was this. Mr. Green, his family called and said the young man was suicidal. They needed help because he was suicidal. But the police were called for a suicidal person. The police are saying that the young man shot at them. They chased him. They shot back. They chased him. And as they cornered him, he shot himself. That's what the police are saying. Witnesses say he wasn't. He was shot by police. Here's what's got me upset, guys. All of it. All of it's got me upset. But the part that's got me the most livid, man, is that we are so deteriorated and we have such a low respect for one another. We believe each other. It's like our belief in law enforcement is so low that we don't believe in anything they say. Nothing. I don't know if we should. I wasn't there. Who do I know? Who am I supposed to believe? Look, this is how it works. When the reports come back from the autopsy, they're going to be able to tell us what bullet is in this young man's face. Now, that bullet's going to either be his bullet or their bullet. Now, if the cops say it's his bullet, people are going to say the cops are lying. It's a cover-up. And then people are going to put all these videos out on the YouTube, out on the internet saying the cops are lying. So at the end of the day, we'll never know what happened because no one's going to believe anybody. This is the problem. Is now that we have footage where cops have been caught planting evidence, people can always say, remember that time they planted that evidence? Walter Scott, remember that? Remember we saw that? It just adds to the world not being... You don't know what to trust, you don't know what to believe, okay? You don't know what to trust, you don't know what to believe, you don't know who's lying to you, none of that. Someone sent me the story, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to report to you. See, some people would say, me just not jumping on the bandwagon saying this young man was shot unnecessarily because some people in the neighborhood say from their window, they saw him get shot by a cop. Well, dude, if you from your window, that's kind of long. I don't know if you, could he have pointed the gun at himself? He had a gun. He did shoot at the cops. Did he throw the gun? Did you see him throw the gun? Where was the gun recovered? Like, there's no fact. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I can't tell. I do know this. We got a 911 call of the young man, his young man's family calling saying the man wanted to kill himself. At the end of the day, he ended up dead. Did the cops help the situation or hurt the situation? That I'd like to know. Simpson, the father, told the Post-Dispatch that the authorities' account of events was a total lie. Then they end it like this. Ferguson is the town where Michael Brown, an unarmed black man, was shot dead by Officer Darren Wilson last year. Sparking protests across the nation, Wilson did not face charges in Brown's killing. Normandy has a population of about 5,000 that is more than two-thirds black, though the town's police is predominantly white. Let me tell y'all something, man. And I don't know if you're going to agree with me or not. That's no way to end the article, and that's no way to depict the situation. We need to find out what happened to this young man. Did this young man shoot himself, or did he not shoot himself? If he shot himself, that's a sad thing. We need to deal with that. If he was shot in the face by a cop while he begged for his life, that's a different situation. We need to investigate it. But you telling me that this is near Ferguson, it's not even in Ferguson, don't help me. You telling me the demographics of the area may not have anything to do with it. And that's what I'm saying, folks. I'm trying to do something different. Different than the Huffington Post, which is pit everyone against everyone. And when you end the article saying the cops are white, the people are black, maybe nobody want to be a cop over there. Maybe none of the black people want to be cops. If it's a job opening, people can take it. But that don't have anything to do with what happened. How do we know what happened had anything to do with the color of the cop? We got to find out. All right? I just don't like when they end stories that way. The Huffington Post is making a killing by fanning flames like that. If the young man was suicidal and that's why the parents called the cops, he may have just committed suicide. Right? That was his intention before they picked up the phone, people. Sorry for, it's the coffee. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna slow down on the F-bombs. I'm pissed off though. I know why they do it, guys. I know why they do it. They do it because it makes money. It makes money to make you hate that person hate you. But show me some evidence. Evidence. All right? Show me proof, right? Give me the autopsy results. Don't keep telling me what color people are. They want to play on our emotions. They want to play on your emotions and my emotions. But you know what? I'm letting them win when I get pissed off. But you know what? I'm pissed off because I know what they're trying to do. Not because of the story. I'm pissed off because of what they're trying to do. They're trying to manipulate us, y'all. Joy, tell me I'm wrong. I think they're trying to manipulate us.
Of course they're trying to manipulate us. They are trying to keep the people separated from the officers. They are trying to allow the officers or let the officers know that you're not a part of these people. You may live in the same neighborhood. You may be making $45,000 to $50,000 a year, but you're different. You're not like them. That's why you need the big blue wall. It separates you from them.
Yep.
And now we don't even believe our officers when they speak because of the division.
Right.
And then we have the GOP. We're coming around to the debates. We have them on television lying about Obama's FBI director, saying that he said that officers were afraid to do their job, and that was a Fox News lie. And yet they're pushing this propaganda. And now you're going to say, oh, it was next to Ferguson, so now you have white against the black, the people against the officers. When the officers are people and citizens, they don't keep the badge on and the blue suit on forever. They don't
Right.
do the job 24/7.
Right. They come home, they go to the market, they're regular people just with a job.
Yes.
Amazing. Enjoy.
Yes, that's propaganda. That's pushing hate and being divisive.
It is, Joy, because it has nothing to do with what happened. Nothing at all. Zero, Joy. Zero. It'd be different.
Exactly.
It'd be different, Joy, if they're doing a study about the demographics, a study about crime in the neighborhood, solutions for and things they want to change. This is just a story. Look, Joy, and I don't mean to piggyback or steal your time on the phone, but check this out, Joy. I got to say this. When I've been doing,
go ahead, sir.
When I do these videos, Joy, when I do this content, the biggest decision I make, guys, it's not if I'm going to wear a tie, if I'm going to wear a shirt. It's what stories I choose to do. Huffington Post could have chose any story to run today. They could run, there's a million stories. Mm-hmm. There's a story today of a cop saving 3 kids. They could have ran that story. Mm-hmm. They chose not to run that story. Mm-hmm. They choose not to run certain content. My job is to ask you why. I'm a little afraid because I'm wondering why there's no one telling you the truth. But the truth is, when Fox News runs the same types of stories all the time, it's for a reason. When MSNBC runs them, it's for a reason. When the Huffington Post runs them, it's for a reason. And it's to divide you. It's for money. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. Thank you, Joy. But
you're right, sir. Who benefits? Who benefits from the 99% being divided? Who benefits when they throw young men and young women into the prison industrial complex? Who benefits? Who makes the money? Why is Huffington Post, when this young man it's quite possible that this young man could have killed himself. It's quite possible that the author, who benefits from, and it was just outside of Ferguson where Michael, come on, who benefits from that?
Right, exactly. I know people in Missouri.
Thank you for taking my call, sir.
Thank you, Joy. I know people in the Ferguson area, and they are so tired of this drama. They actually live there. They have jobs there. They're people who trying to live their lives. They want this story to go away. They don't want every time something happens 2 towns over, someone beckoning back to Ferguson. Come on. All right, let me see what's going on, man. I hope somebody on this line understands where I'm coming from. Hey, you're live with Tim Black. Who's this?
I understand exactly what you're saying. This is JB again. You're correct. It is about money. It is about dividing the community. My advice, and I'm going to hang up, don't call the cops.
Okay, hold on.
Never call the cops.
You got to tell us why. Why should they not call the cops, sir?
Because the cops, if you look at the history of what's going on, Tim, cops are out for themselves, and they're out to do whatever they need to do to survive and go home to their families. They're not trying to be the cops we grew up with.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I have to agree with you that they may not be the cops. But you know what? I don't know the cops I grew up with, what they were about, man. I was raised, people telling me to stay away from cops ever since I was a little kid, man. And I'm 41 years old, so that's at least 20, 30 years, man. When I was people were telling me the same thing we tell our kids now, which is shut up, do as you told, live to walk away, and we'll pick you up from the station tomorrow. It's the same thing. Nothing's changed.
Well, you know, your parents had that talk with you. Remember that talk? The talk?
Yes, sir. To keep your hands where they can see them talk?
There you go. Keep your hands where you can see them. Don't run. Don't make eye contact. But more importantly, don't call the cops.
Don't call the cops.
Thank you for taking my call. Tim. You on the ball, man.
You got it, man. No doubt I will take your call, my friend. And thank you for calling in and adding your voice to the discussion. I liked his reason for not calling the cops. He didn't say cops are like vigilantes just running around just trying to shoot everybody. No, it's not Bobby Shmurda. And Bobby Shmurda ain't Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda is a young man caught up in some stuff, okay? But what I'm saying is cops are not a cartoon character, man, the bad guy in the movie, all right? Most cops, when they come to a situation like that, you telling them that somebody is unhinged, that somebody may be armed, that somebody's unhinged and suicidal, they're thinking one thing when they get there: I want to get back without getting shot. All right. And this young man, I left out, guys. They hit the young man with a taser. No one's disputing that. They tried to tase him first. It didn't work. Now, I'm not saying they did the right thing. I'm not saying that I don't know what happened. I don't have footage, okay? What I'm saying is I'm tired of the Huffington Posters, the Huffington Post. And not just them, all the folks who do this, you know? They want to make me dislike the lady who called into my show last night from Lafayette, Louisiana. Seemed like a sweet lady. They want me to not like her, to dislike her, and to look at her with a side eye. All for one reason. Because she can't bake a great apple pie. I'm joking. I don't know if she can bake a great apple pie, but they want to divide us based on color, and I'm tired of it. I want to give my condolences to the mother, Mrs. Green. Let's just do that. Let's just give our condolences to Amonderez P. Green. She is distraught. She is heartbroken. She lost her son. Her son was only 18 years old. It's obviously he was going through some mental issues, some situations, some health issues. He needed assistance. He was unable to get it today. Young man, definitely, whether he took his own life or not, he's no longer here. All right? And our condolences will go out to the Greens. Can we do that? We could do that. We could do that. We could respect the loss of life and a family's grief. He was not out robbing a bank. Okay? He was not out making hoax bombs. He was not out, I don't know, raping, hurting children. He was just a young man with a mental issue, having an episode. And I said it before, and as my friend JD just said, agreed, we don't call the cops unless we absolutely have to, because cops come in, they want to get home to their family. They ain't got time to deal with your crazy cousin. Now, if your crazy cousin, he ain't going to straighten up and you feel like you got to call him, first call family members. Let's jump on him. Let's hog tie him. Throw him in the back of that station wagon like they used to do. Throw him in the back of that station wagon. They'd probably lock you up for that. See, stuff we can't do like we used to do. Remember that? Used to be able to ride in the back. Hell, man, we didn't even have seatbelts back there where I used to ride. You used to fight to sit way back in the back. Remember that? Can't even do that now. It's not safe.